Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to today's session. Today we will be looking into three letters, Za, Sin and Saad. These letters share the same articulation point. We use the tip of the tongue here and the tongue goes down actually. So the tip of the tongue gets closer to the lower incisors and the rest of the tongue is pushed back. Remember, tongue isn't pushed against the teeth. It gets low and behind the incisors. Let's start with the letter Za. So when the letter Za is sakin like Az, this letter has a continuous sound then. We will be relying on our sound here. Stay on the letter and prolong the sound. Za is a light letter. Now let's check it. The Za sound in different forms. In this word, Za is with the Dhamma and the Kasra. Zulzilatu. And when Sakin, Azwajan. Lastly, Fazadahum. Remember to rely on two things here. The sound of your voice coming out, and second is relying on your breath. The more your voice, more you will hear the sound. Okay, now the letter Sin. Same articulation point when the tip of the tongue comes behind the two lower incisors, closer to the roots of the teeth. While pronouncing the letter C, reader needs to focus on breath here more than the sound. Now, sounds of the letter Sin with the fatha. والسماء نقدس خاسرون. And in this word, both letters Za and Sin are together. واستفزز. Now the last letter of the group, Saad. Here again, the tip of the tongue is very close to the root of the two lower incisors. Saad is a heavy letter. There are a total of 7 heavy letters in Arabic language. When making the heavy sound of the letter, lift the back of the tongue like it's elevated. Tongue doesn't touch anywhere. Saad has an extra level of heaviness like a compression sound. What we try to do here is trap the sound at the same time when you're pronouncing it between the roof and the floor of the mouth. Different words and sounds of the letter Saad. أصحاب الجنة صراط الذين كصيب من السوائق. Letters Za, Sin and Saad are also called the whistle letter. When pronouncing them, air comes out of the mouth. Upper and lower incisors are not tightly closed or clenched to keep the airflow possible. This characteristic doesn't happen on its own like the ghunna. Reader needs to read these letters with whistle with a conscious effort, and this is called the due right given to the letter which it deserves. In other words, letters will be read without the whistle will be half. Only the articulation point is read and not the characteristic applied. And this brings us to the end of today's session. Jazakumullahu khairan.